guys, it's Melissa Pingle with Investment Yoga. As promised, I would be back with a chair yoga for the lower body. Now, this is actually chair or couch potato yoga for the lower body. If you want to have an extra stool aside, we might do a little bit of stretching of our hamstrings, not necessary. And maybe a pillow just when we're doing a couple of the forward folds. It can help get us in a little bit deeper into our stretches. Otherwise, neither is required, and just I need you, your attention, and your breath. So let's get started, and let's come to a seated position. Hips, knees are about in line with your hips. You have a nice space here. And we're just gonna do some calf raises. And you might think, oh, this won't be bad because it's really, there's no weight here. But actually you will start to feel it as you do these. We don't do enough calf raises. If this is too easy and you want to give a little resistance, you can put your hands and resist as they come up. But just keep breathing. We're just trying to wake up the calves, wake up the toes. Let's do two more. Nice. Sit up nice and tall. And you're going to bring one foot out. And let's do some circles with those ankles. So to the clockwise, let's do about 10. Go slow, at your pace. And then switch. About 10. I'm getting a little cracks in my feet. I don't know about you. And set that down. Bringing the other foot up, we'll do the same. The other foot might feel a little bit more awkward than the other. And do about 10. And switch. Maybe closing your eyes and beginning to deepen your breath. Helps you relax, helps the muscles warm up. Checking in on your core, pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Strong core, your shoulders are back and melting down, your shoulders in the back. Trying not to hunch up. And bring that foot forward again. And point the toe. And flex the toe towards you. Let's do that again, point. And I know this will cause discomfort, maybe some cramping. This is one to kind of remind yourself to do it maybe throughout the day, every day. And flex. Breathing through it. If you get a cramp, just stop, rub it, step it out if you need to. Place that foot down. And bring the other foot forward. Point the toe. Flex the toe. If you're going to bring it right towards your knee, point the toe. And flex the toe, nice. Point the toe and flex the toe. And you can shake off any cramps you might have, rub the calves if that helps. And we're gonna do some toe curls. So bring your foot up, and you're gonna like curl it like you're gonna pick something up off of the floor with your toes. You're curling them over, just scrunching them out. And release. And then let's scrunch them one more time. We'll just do this twice this first time. And place that down. Check in on your posture. Make sure you're strong in your core. Shoulders are down. And scrunch those toes. Like you're gonna pick up something and open. And scrunch those again. And if you're getting any cramps, my apologies. We just don't have our shoes off enough. So kind of just tap those out. And then come forward a little bit. Make sure that you're not sinking into the couch. And if you feel like you are, maybe grab a chair. But your hips are, or your knees are hip width apart. And then let's bring that right ankle up on the left knee. And if this is difficult, that's okay. You can help yourself get that leg up there. If it's too difficult and it's pulling too much, it's okay to be more in a cross-legged position and then work your way this way. But if you're here, this is pigeon pose in the seated form, you should feel a stretch along your hip. And if you want a little bit more stretch, you can press a little bit onto the knee to further that stretch. Now, I want you to check in on your breathing here. Are you breathing? The hips hold a lot of tension. They hold a lot of our emotion. If you feel like this is too easy, you can begin to have your body come towards your leg. So if you want, depending on your flexibility, you can come all the way down. You can bring your chest to your leg. But no matter where you are, if you're all the way down here and you can't breathe, then it's not worth it. If you're here and you have a good breath, stay here. Let's do 2 more breaths on a 5 count. So inhale and exhale to a 5 count. Inhale to a 5 count and exhale to a 5 count. All right, you can come up out of wherever you are, come out of it slowly. You can rub the hip, move it around, give it whatever it needs. Get yourself back into the straight posture, and we'll begin the other leg. So if you want to help it up, you can. And again, be wherever you are today with this pose. One side will likely be tighter than the other. That is just the way we are made. We are not symmetrical, and we have tighter spots on some sides than the other. So you can stay here. Again, you can use your hand as some pressure to get more stretch. You can have it up whatever or wherever you are, and begin to breathe into a 5 count and exhale to a 5 count. Feeling free to explore this pose. You can pulse down and up, breathing through the discomfort, knowing that your body needs this. Last inhale and exhale. Coming up, stepping that out, if that gave you any tension, feel free to give yourself any movement. If you want to stand up, you can. And come back down, and we're going to have one foot out and on the ground, and then we're going to begin to breathe and lean towards that leg. So we're trying to get a nice hamstring stretch. So maybe you just place your foot on the floor and this is enough of your hamstring stretch. Maybe you have a little bit of a bent knee because that's all that your hamstring can do. That's okay. Just begin to breathe and feel it however you are comfortable with, just a little discomfort. You can also do this if that's too hard. You can bring your leg up onto a chair. I guess I should do that like we're doing. Or a stool, and have that leg just rest there. And just having nothing underneath it will help it stretch more. And you can stretch over it this way. Flexing the foot will always make it a harder stretch. So you can experiment with that back and forth. But if you don't have a stool, that's okay. You can just have your foot down and stretch towards it. And I think we got enough on that one. But I'm going to use the stool on the left side because that feels better for me. So foot is up. Your hamstring is extended. And if this is all you can do, that's okay. Just bring your body towards that leg, keeping the back straight And you'll feel the stretch in your hamstring all the way up into your back. And this is where a lot of people end up with tension because their hamstrings are tight. When your hamstrings are tight, it affects your entire body. It's all connected. So if your feet are tight, it can affect your hamstrings. If your hamstrings are tight, it can affect your back all the way up to your neck. One more breath. And exhale. Coming back up. Getting yourself into a comfortable seated position. Make sure you're upright, shoulders are back and down. And from here, make sure your pelvis is tucked under. So you're tucking, you have your core pulled in, and you're tucking your tailbone under a little bit. And then let it release. We're just doing some pelvic tilts just to help the mobility within the back. So you're kind of tucking your hips up towards your ribs and then releasing. Tuck your tailbone in towards your ribs and releasing. One more time. And release. Move this aside. And then bring your legs out to a pretty good distance apart. Our body needs to fit in between our legs here. And I'll show you two variations. We're going to do forward fold. And so forward fold is coming down, and just watch for now, and bringing your head down, releasing your head. So your head is completely released and you're feeling it all up your back. However, that is not available for everyone. So if you have a pillow, you can also do this. Legs about hip width apart, and begin to bend over and use that pillow to help you have that space so you can round your back and release your head down. Because releasing your head helps release the back of the muscles all the way down the spine. We hold a ton of stress in our head, in our jaw, in our face. So take a couple deep breaths here, no matter where you are, and get comfortable here. Now, if you're in the forward fold, then you're just down. Continuing to breathe and bring yourself up slowly. Sometimes you can get like a little bit lightheaded, so take your time. Roll your shoulders back and get yourself situated a little bit again in that upright position. Now bring your hands behind your head here. Your feet still hip width apart. We're just going to do some oblique work. So hands behind the head, and you're going to bend to the right. Hold, continuing to breathe, nice. And up to center. And the other way. Hold and center, nice job. Let's do it again. To the right. Core is engaged, middle, and opposite side. And let's do that one more time. And up, and to the left. Nice. Center, releasing your hands down. We're going to work a little bit more on the core here. So bring yourself to maybe the end of your seat if you're on a couch and it's a little bit, this one's kind of cushy. And we're just going to work on a little bit of core engagement. So what you're going to do is bring your left arm out straight and your right knee up. We're going to hold here flexing the foot, continuing to breathe. Just working on a little bit of stabilization here. Nice. Set that down. And let's do the other side. So right arm out, left leg up, flexing the foot, breathing, using your core, and down. Let's do that again. Left arm up, right foot up, flexing the foot. And now let's extend and flex the foot. Extend and flex. Just getting a little bit more foot engagement, ankle engagement. And you can set that down. Opposite side, right arm out, left leg up, flex the foot, and point. Flex the foot, and point. Let's do it again. And down. Set that down. Open the legs again. We're going to do what is called gorilla pose. And this isn't available for everyone. So if this just doesn't feel right, feel free to just do the forward fold or just any other movement that you feel like your body needs right now. So what we're going to do is called seated gorilla. So you're going to come down. Your hands are going to come underneath your feet. You're going to let your head down just like you do in forward fold. And then you're going to bend the elbows. So you'll be bending the elbows so that you can feel a stretch across your back. So you're pulling on your feet, your elbows are coming wide, and it's like you're stretching open the back of your rib cage, making space. Breathing, nice big inhale. Just stretching that back open. And you can release that. If you're down by the ground, you can walk your hands to the right side, getting a little bit of a stretch in the side. And you can walk your hands to the other side. Nice. Walking back to the middle, bringing yourself up one vertebrae at a time, rolling the shoulders back. And we're going to do a couple leg lifts. So I'm going to have you take your legs about hip width apart again. Your knee's going to come up and you're going to kick out. Back in. Your core is engaged. So if you feel like you're falling into the couch, come forward or come to the edge of your chair. Bring your foot up and extend. And I'll do this from the side as well. So you're going to bring your foot up and extend. Straight out from your hip. Bring your foot up, extend. We'll do 8 more. That core is tight. You can use the left leg to balance yourself. Extend and down. Good job. I bet you're feeling this in your hip and your hamstring. And down. Again, neutral spine. Core is pulled in. A core engagement through all of these. And we'll do 10 on this side. And you can feel free to put your hands on the chair. Wherever your comfort is today. We're just building. Good job. 3 more. And down. Good job. And to finish, I want us to do those calf raises again. Getting just some movement in those calves. You can put your hands on your knees if you want a little bit more work. And know that these are exercises that you can do any day, pretty much anywhere, and incorporating these sorts of things into your life, whether it's on the couch and you're doing it in between commercials or doing it while you're on the phone at work, it really does help. Just a little bit of stretching each day to get the blood moving, to get your spine moving, and especially our hips and hamstrings, because they affect our entire life. And quite honestly, when those are out of whack, it makes life pretty miserable. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this practice. Let me know what you want to see more of. If you need me to work on any other particular poses or particular body parts, send me a comment at the bottom. Otherwise, hit a like and subscribe button, and then you'll get notifications of our future classes. Otherwise, have a good day, you guys. Enjoy. Namaste.